Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the MS7 Morning Show. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the MS7 Morning Show. Good morning, Blamo.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sim.
Good morning.
Good morning. Sorry, my phone. Good morning, Penn. He stepped away. Okay. And there's no one on my end. There's no one in the chat yet. So I don't know.
No, I can't see anyone at the moment.
So, I don't know. Maybe the thing didn't come across. Let me go out. Let me look on
you're
my
live.
YouTube.
Yeah, I'm clicking on YouTube.
Okay, it's just now coming across mine. It's just now coming across my YouTube.
Yeah.
So okay, it's just now coming across.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the show. Hi, Sammy. Tech, how you doing, bro? Hello, OTF Squad J. How you doing? Welcome. I guess it's just you and me, Blamo.
Okay. No, I muted for a second because my phone rang. Hey, good morning, the Butcher.
Yeah. Hi, Butcher. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Let me see.
Hello, 351 Cleveland. How you doing, man?
Good morning, 351 Cleveland. Sometime StreamYard does have that delay.
Yeah.
I don't know why they do, but because I know a lot of times I'll be here and I'll be looking at my device and I'll still have that delay. It's usually, I'm sorry, I sent you the wrong thing. This is.
Hello, B Love. How you doing?
Good morning, Mr. B Love.
OTF Squad. OTF Squad J, welcome.
So they'll still have that delay, as I was saying. Yeah, but hopefully everybody's had a great week this week.
Pretty busy. It's been extremely busy this week.
Yeah. Mine is
flat out. Yeah.
Good morning, 351 Cleveland.
The time's going so fast these days, you know?
Pardon me?
Like week after week, it's just going faster and faster. It's not slowing down.
Well, the season has changed as well.
Season's changing too, that's true.
So people are getting used to the new time. People are getting used to the new time and stuff like that, where the days are being longer. And,
for me, days are getting shorter and shorter.
Yes,
shorter for me, yeah. Usually, like, it gets dark just after 5:30 here.
Where is Ken?
Ken
may come, he may not. I'm not sure, but he's he may come through and stuff. I talk. Good morning, Stuart. How are you?
Hi, Stuart. Welcome to the show.
And stuff. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's see. This morning, I'm gonna see. 1 second. Good morning, Butcher.
Good morning, everyone.
Hello, Butcher. How you doing?
Doing well, Sim. Doing well.
Good.
Yes. It says Warner Bros. Is going to exclusively return their movies back to the theater in 2022. Warner Bros. Movies.
Warner Bros. Yeah,
they're returning their movies in 2022. They're planning on putting their movies back in theaters exclusively. As the other movie theaters are probably going to file suit too and return them back to the theaters and stuff probably after that. Then again, Disney is doing so great with their movies being right there on Disney Plus. And I think
Yeah.
it's right there on Disney Plus. Does anybody have any comments on that, or how do people feel about that?
I think there's no certainty with this thing. With the way things are going with COVID, you can just never know. Things can change at the drop of a hat. I mean, they're saying 2022. I mean, we can't really say anything until the time comes. Because, by the time it's 22, things may change again. So it's definitely, letting people know that it may come into effect. But whether it really actually happens is another story.
I also believe that they shouldn't either announce it so soon, or they should say it may come back, possibly, because with stuff being so up in the air, like a couple of states are having big breakouts again with the virus, so they can't say for sure that it's going to be safe in 2022. How safe it is for people to return to the theater? Is it going to be safe enough? Is enough people are vaccinated? I mean, some people are having backsets from the vaccine, and some people are fine with the vaccine. So we really just don't know. It's so many things is unknown.
Yeah.
With everything. What are your thoughts, Butcher?
I think 2022 is probably a pretty safe bet that they're going with. I think that they feel like in the U.S. the vaccines will be widespread enough, and I think that they're hoping is that enough of the immunity, herd immunity, however you want to, because it would be enough people be vaccinated. I think that it would lower the chances of people getting it, and then they'll most likely still space people out. Probably, I still think masks will be mandated for a while longer. I could see that being a long-term thing, which the Asian countries have been doing it for a long time. So,
Right.
but so I think that I think it's a safe bet. I think with the number of people that are being immunized in the U.S. right now, I mean, I can't remember how many million, like 4 million a day or 3 million a day are being vaccinated. I think it's a pretty safe bet to get. We're never going to get 300 million, but because there'll be people that fight it. But I think you'll have enough to be able to get back to normal life, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, I got my first shot last week, and I get my next one on the 29th. So
yeah, I got my first one, and people are like, you don't know what it's going to be. They create the flu vaccine every year. I mean, that's a new vaccine. It's not the same one because they have to change it up. And I don't know. With me being I'm going to be an international traveler. It's going to be mandated by a lot of other countries. I know the U.S. And Britain are the two countries that will stomp their feet of don't tread on my rights. But a lot of other countries are. I don't know. I want to say see the greater good, see the big picture. I think sometimes us Americans are kind of a hard-headed. So I know that Canada, they're all Ontario has been locked down for another 30 days. They just kicked that in yesterday. So Blammo could probably. I mean, Canada don't play. I mean, if they have a breakout, they don't play. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it's
same like Australia. They don't play.
Knee-jerk reaction. It's a. I know that.
Yes.
We were locked down again, so.
Yeah, I mean, I know that they blew. They had Toronto and some of her area was locked down. They were not opened up like the rest of the province was, and then unlocked it for like a week and a half, something like that, and then turned around and whole province locked down. Stay at home orders. I don't know. I think at some point we've got to pull back a little bit. I think, to be honest, with the masks and the hand washing and just keeping people more separated, I think has done a major difference. I work in a grocery store with 250 plus employees, tens of thousands of customers. We do $1 million a week. So tens of thousands of customers pass you all day long. The flu and the colds run around our store a couple times every winter. It's going to happen, with a bunch of people. It passes. This year, not one cold outbreak amongst the employees in the store.
That's very good.
Yeah. And the thing is, they say, what's different? Okay. Yeah, we're more separated, being a little bit more careful about hand washing and sanitizing. And the masks, so that people aren't breathing up on each other. So people could say masks don't work. Masks just keep your breath a little closer to you. It keeps you from spitting all over the keyboard. You know what I mean? It's common sense stuff. So is it stepping on your rights? Sure. Is it a pain in the ass? I got glasses. Believe me, it's a pain in the ass.
Sure is. Oh my goodness.
And especially when your body heat as well, it just makes it very difficult. You can't breathe as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know. I have to go in and out of a cooler in our freezer, and shit, man, glasses fog up, and then you breathe one time.
As a nightmare. I'm telling you, the glasses is a nightmare with masks.
Yeah,
they really are.
But it's you do what you got to do, and it's not terrible. But like I said, I'm looking at people have not had colds and flu this winter. Forget the COVID stuff. That's just colds and flus. Why haven't anybody got it? Was and that's unscientific. But I'm just saying, I've dealt with it for 30 plus years working with people, and this year, a handful of people got sick, and it was never an outbreak in the store where you saw the flu or the cold run around the store. Never happened. So I don't know. Something we're doing is working.
Right. I mean, even with the children, my daughter is not. Well, at the beginning of the school year, she had a little stomach thing, but she hasn't really had. Other than because the seasons has changed, her allergies has been acting up a little bit, but she really haven't had a cold or a flu. This year, and even my little nieces and nephews, they haven't had to battle that. So like you said, it's something different. With the distancing, the mask, and everything, and definitely. Yeah,
and I do think that the only thing that worries me is with little kids or young kids. Kids need to get sick. You build some immunity. So what worries me? We were talking about at work. Yeah, we were talking about at work. They're like, we all of us dealt with colds and sicknesses and all kinds of things, and your body builds up an immunity to it, and your body can react. And we were talking about it. Was this going to negatively impact our children down the road because they're not going to be exposed to the germs and the colds, and their body being tuned to be able to fight these things off? Time will tell, but I told him, I was like, I never really thought about that. I think of me as an adult. I don't, I've been sick enough. I'm not looking to get sick more, but but kids, I mean, damn.
They don't go outside anymore. I feel the same way. I feel like they need to play in the dirt, all that. So I've always felt that same way. What is your thoughts? I know you said you just got back, but we were saying that. Let me see what this question. Go back to the question
about the movie theaters.
Yeah, Warner Bros. Will return exclusively to the theaters in 2022. Do you think it's too soon for them to predict that it's returning to 2022? That was the original question, or because the reason why I was saying that is because stuff is so unpredictable with I know that more people are getting their vaccines and everything now, but
right.
Or you think that's a good prediction? You think that the theaters be pretty good by 2022 for the theaters to be open up for Warner Bros. To be returning back in 2022?
I'm thinking considering all the damage that has happened because of the pandemic with the movie industry, in my opinion, it would be too soon to open back up. I think they should really sit down, have a board meeting about their digital sales versus their sales going to the theaters, and really, I mean, if they must take a gamble, then they must do that. But I think it would be too soon.
Okay. Okay. And next, it says data shows the Disney Plus overtook Hulu as the third latest SVOD streaming services in the U.S. So I guess Disney. Let me see. It says while Netflix still holds the major market for its SVODs, Disney is the second closest paid competitor next to HBO Max and Netflix. It overtook Hulu for its SVOD streaming services.
All paid services, though, that means you're still not crowd cutting, still paying for it.
Yeah, people are still getting it because people are still into getting their well, and then like you said, like the butcher pointed out, I think it was last week or so, his show or this show, with people transferring from when they got it for free, people just didn't drop the service because they were enjoying it, or whether they had children that had it, and stuff. They're still really enjoying Disney Plus. Plus, with having that Hulu and the ESPN in it, people who love sports or shows like The Mandalorian and other shows, because they do have stuff that's good for adults as well as children in Disney Plus. People are really just liking Disney Plus. So, I mean, and really, if you think about it, I mean, Hulu has some good shows, but does it have any shows that really compare to the shows that Disney Plus have? I don't know because I don't. I mean, I do have Hulu, I do have Disney Plus, but I don't really watch them like that. What is Panda? What are your thoughts on it? Let's start with you, Sam.
Well, I've got Prime Video and I've got Disney Plus. And I've also got something called Binge here, which a lot of Australian people use. I have it, but I don't use it as much as I like to because I'm busy with other things. It's just something. If let's say you just want to watch something that's different, that's always something that caters for you. Then my issue is that if you are paying $10 a month for each streaming services, when you add it up over the 12 months, it becomes quite a bit of money you're spending. And if you're not using it, it's not really worth having it, But other people might use it. So it really depends on the end user, what they want to do with it, whether they're actually going to be useful for them to use or not.
Right.
As you know, that some content only available in some, platforms like Disney Plus. They have their own originals and all that sort of stuff. So,
Belamo, do you have any thoughts on it?
Nah, not really.
Not really. What are your thoughts, Butcher? Maybe he stepped away.
I'm here.
Okay,
I was good enough.
okay.
I hit mute, so I'm not. Y'all ain't hearing me drink my coffee. And I do think that people need to just be aware and police their subscriptions. I mean, I have Amazon Prime only because I have Amazon Prime and I want the shipping. I don't really care about the video. I just want the shipping. And for me, Netflix, I'm able to share an account. I would have never paid for it. I have a Disney account because my cellular gave it to me for free. To me, I have enough options with some of the other things that we do because Sim said there's a problem when you go, well, I need Disney and I need Hulu. I need Netflix. I got to have this and that because of certain shows. You're gonna next thing you know, you're gonna be at that $50 mark pretty quick. That's gonna happen pretty fast for you, and then your certain things you have to have watch certain things, whereas we have other options. So to me, better to go with those other options, unless you're like some of my family members. I just say, hey, get Netflix and maybe Plex, and then you know, because we've hooked up a family member with a Plex, and like, hey, you know, I've got a small library. I know Blue has a library, and then between Netflix and Plex, they are able to do it. So just I think people got to be careful of that nickel and dime you. A nice nickel and dime, that $8 to $15 a month on each of the services are going to add up.
Everything's double here.
Yeah.
You know, everything's more expensive here because like sometimes you guys pay $5, $6 a month. I'm paying, you know, close to $18, $19 a month for one service. So it's very, very expensive. So I mean, lucky for me, I've got other family members that are sharing, so it's not so bad because then we split the cost. It's not too bad.
Yes. What are your thoughts, Penn?
Yeah, like I think for the average cord cutter and for people who are serious about this, the cost is going to add up. And let's be serious, it's hard to find that one service that has all in one. And due to licensing fees and restrictions, you're never going to be able to get an all-in-one package. It just isn't possible at this moment. So going with what the butcher said earlier, with having additional options and routes that you go, you can sort of make your own experience without having to subscribe to multiple services to where that bill can eventually add up to $50 or plus more. Just doesn't make any sense now.
Yeah,
there's too many options.
But there is the thing of the part of the issue with a lot of times is, and I you know, you guys have family members that are not techie. I have family members that aren't techie, and you've got to make it stupid simple.
Yeah,
it can't be anything because honestly, even people that are still in the community, it's hard for them to stay on top of what's happening and what's changing. So you got to think, okay, what is the easiest way to go and or the easiest you know, path? And that's especially for us that, you know, have, you know, maybe a server of some sort to hook up family members. Only downside of that, then you have certain family members will be hitting you up about every single show or movie that they want.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like, wait a minute. So yeah, you got to keep it simple. I suggest to people Amazon Prime, and for me, I suggest Netflix. And you know, if for your basic cord cutter people, and usually an antenna outside, and
for sure,
it you can get a lot of stuff, and that's not a big cost. Because I don't count Amazon, because I think of, if I do it, it's not for their video, even though they do have shows and movies. Mine is for, I want that package tomorrow or the next day.
Right.
So
exactly. Me, just like with all of you above said, I with my services, I share them with family members too. And the Disney Plus, you know, like me and my little nieces and nephews, my family, we have small children, so the Disney Plus is a plus. You know, my daughter watches the Disney Plus. I don't watch Hulu as much, but she's addicted to a couple of shows on Hulu, like Ninja Turtles, even though she could watch it on other platforms, but for some reason, you know. So it's certain things that I know she'll watch on different shows. So I'm at different platforms. So those are and you know, like I said, we share it with our family because but you know, now Netflix, once again, they're trying to get away from allowing you to share it with your family. So, and that was another question I had. I wonder, are Netflix, is that going to be for new customers, or is it going to be for the existing customers who already share it with their family? That taking away you being able to share your share it with your family members as far as the password sharing. I wonder on that, you know.
I think if they do it, they're going to do it for everybody. I don't. I would think if they did it, but they. All right. So you showed that. I looked at that diagram. Did you see the little chart the streaming chart that you had talked about. And
Okay.
Netflix is over 30% of people have Netflix. Prime was a little over 20%. So you're talking a 50%. Well, no. Well, yeah, almost a 50% increase over their closest rival. Let's say 40% increase over their rival, and almost triple the Disney. So if you're Netflix, are you going to want to make it more difficult or less enticing for your customers so that they may look at other options? Because you're the sharing thing, how many of those people are you actually going to pick up? The customers that, how many of them are going to add your service because they can't share it anymore? If I was Netflix, I'd say, you know what, we're dominant, and why are we dominant? I mean, they're not hurting for money. So you think we need to keep doing what we're doing so that we stay dominant, even with all these other platforms that are just flooding the market. I mean, look at I'm looking at Peacock is at 5 or 6%, which is, I don't know, I think pretty good for them. I mean, because to me, I think for them that's pretty good, because I really don't see them offering a whole lot to me. But you got HBO Max is ahead of that. So Hulu, Disney, I mean, they're dwarfed compared to Netflix. So why would you want to make it difficult for your customers, even though they're starting to be on a little bit of a slump?
Maybe money.
Let me share my. Give me a second. Let me share my screen so they can see the chart that we're talking about.
Okay.
More than likely, money. They probably more money. They want more money. And
this is the screen that he's talking about, right?
There was a chart. There was one. Yeah. Go up a little bit, Sharon. I was looking at. There was a.
This right here.
Yeah, for me, I'm able to see now. You can see. I think that the 3 dots are probably your 3 quarters or 3 months, because it's January, February, March. So you can see Netflix is dropping some, and some are actually, Peacock is actually on an upswing. What Prime is about even, because they had a little slope. Disney's about even. Hulu is dropping. So if you're Netflix, I wouldn't want to make it too difficult for people, because I would be worried about drawing people to drop you or move to these other platforms, which is going to lose market share. And it's all about market share, because then that you're able to charge or get a better price for your movies and content, because that's what it comes down to. You want to, how much you going to pay, or who wants to come to you to give you that content. I mean, if it wasn't for these last movies, HBO Max would not be where they are at. But Wonder Woman and some of these movies that went to Max right off the bat, you don't think that didn't help them?
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure. And I feel like the only reason why Prime Video is second is more, not even because of their Prime Video, is because of the delivery service, the other stuff that Amazon, that comes along with Amazon.
Right.
More than actual video.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I even opened up. Yeah, who's opened up Prime Video and watched it? It's there.
It comes on their Prime Video package.
There's a lot of people that take advantage of Prime Video. It's just one of the things that's, like, to me, like an afterthought than just a go-to.
I'm mostly interested in my package. This is going to come the next day or the same day or within the next couple of days. That's my main interest. Is Prime Video just happens to be lumped in that package, and that's why it's number 2, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
and maybe people watch it along with it, because it does come along with that Fire Stick. So I don't know. So what are your thoughts, Penn?
For this chart here, it seems accurate. I mean, Prime Video, that being at the number 2 spot, it's believable, because, like you said, it comes with the Fire Stick. It's like Prime Video is integrated into the package, but it's simplified enough for people to just jump in and start streaming. So it checks out. And Disney makes sense too. Just all of them do.
But look at a lot of them have actually dropped, and that's because of I see that as because more and more people are going back to work. You know, less people sitting at home watching TV all day long. You know, so if you look at it, most of those have kind of dropped a little bit, and I think it's on that third month because of more and more people are going to work. Plus, weather gets nice, and you're going to go outside.
Exactly. People are going to find stuff to do. Also, I'm surprised Netflix is still kind of number one, but a lot of people, I guess, Netflix is just still really popular. But Disney is going to be the main one to me that's going to give Netflix a run for their money. I mean, especially if they keep their movies still going straight to Disney. If they could drop that $30 a movie, which is ridiculous for their movies going straight to video. But I know there's a lot of people willing to pay that $30. I got family members to be like, hey, I'll pay that $30. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be one to tell them, you give me that $30. If you're about to pay Disney. Let's see what we can work out. Give me that $30 you're about to give Disney.
Yeah. Well, and it again, Disney, like you said, is for kids, but their content, I mean, Disney owns a lot of stuff. I mean,
Yes,
they have rights to a lot of content, and and to be honest, it's the nerd content. And the nerds are the ones that are going to pay for streaming services, are going to cut the cord. And when you have the product that
and kids, don't
base
forget
is gonna
kids.
well, yeah, the kids. Yeah. And well, I mean, kids are very tech savvy anyways. And so when you're offering the stuff that's to the customer that's willing to cut the cord, I mean, I think you're right. I think we're going to see Disney roll past Prime Video in the next year or two, and then could very easily take the number one spot because of their library.
Not to even mention, don't forget about they also got Hulu beside them. So I won't even really count Hulu because these two are combined together. Because remember, under the Disney family, you get Hulu Plus and you get ESPN.
Yeah,
so I will count this as one package together. I count them as one, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Where's the ESPN on that? Because I know a lot of people.
They're under other.
Plus. Yeah,
they're under other.
I swear that, but I think of because I'm thinking all other. I mean, ESPN Plus has got to have a pretty big following because I know I got it for
exactly. But they're under the Hulu and Disney. I mean, Hulu and ESPN is under the Disney umbrella, so I count them as one in my opinion anyway. If you think about it, yeah. So yeah. Let's see if anybody had anything to say. Good morning, Streamer Wizard. How are you? Good morning, Tim, brother Tim. Let's see.
Hey, what's up, Tim?
VOD. Good morning. Okay. Okay, 6 p.m. in the UK. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to see if they had any questions. Anyway, good evening. Good evening, Streamer Wizard. Okay, Tubi is adding a premium anime titles to their wait a minute, I clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, Tubi is adding new anime titles in Shout Factory. So they're adding some anime titles to their service. So if anybody's in the anime, Tubi is going to add some anime to their service. And Tubi is another great free service, which I personally like Tubi. Tubi has a lot of great sections. So if you do, if you are a cord cutter and you just want something to look at some great movies or stuff, Tubi is a great service that's free. And it's in the Play Store and everything. So Tubi is another great service. You could try. You could try.
Yeah, Tubi's legit. Yeah, I like it.
Yes. Also, let me see. Netflix will have streaming rights to new Sony movies for the next year. So Netflix has the rights to Sony movies for the next year. So a lot of Sony movies is coming out. They've given Netflix the rights to them. I guess we'll see a lot of new Sony movies coming out via Netflix because they've given Netflix the rights to their movies.
I'm looking to see what are new movies that's going to be coming out by Sony. So Venom was.
Mm-hmm. I don't see anything on here.
Yeah, I was trying to find it like you're given a list of what their movies may be coming soon, but
Yeah, it seemed like I would have had something listed right up under here, but it's not saying anything right up under this one.
Spider-Man. Okay,
Spider-Man. Oh yeah, the new Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
I'm interested. I actually want to see the new Spider-Man when it come out because it has the only Spider-Man that the real Spider-Man. I like the version with Tobey Maguire. Me personally, not that I'm a big Tobey Maguire fan because I didn't really like Seabiscuit and the other movies he made, but I did like him as Spider-Man. So I'm interested in seeing Spider-Man when it comes out. I feel like it may be good. Let me see what else is on here real quick before I click off of this. Discovery Plus launches on Xfinity Flex. If anybody has Xfinity, I guess Xfinity Flex is a streaming well, it's part of Xfinity, but Flex is a part of their as I call them Comcast, part of a different part of Comcast's service.
Yeah, I guess so.
It is. Let's see. Yep, Discovery and Comcast has announced today that Discovery Plus is now a part of Xfinity Flex. For their internet customers can now subscribe to their service. So it's a part of their Comcast family.
Yep.
For those of you who I guess have Comcast or have no choice but to have Comcast.
Yeah, they got like said the features 15,000 hours of hit movies, current shows, and all that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's something you may if you have Xfinity in your area, then you may or may not check that out. It also says 70% of households now own a smart TV. Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Whether
if you got a new TV, almost every new TV has it. I mean, so
exactly. Even if it's a Roku, it's a smart TV. A Roku is considered a smart TV. So, yeah. Good morning, Miss Octavia. How are you this morning? So, yeah. Even if you actually, yeah, you have a show this evening. Streaming Matters at 5:00. So make sure you check out the Butcher Show this evening at 5. Be there, be square. It's 5:00 somewhere. 5:00 Eastern.
Beer 30.
At Beer 30, yep.
Beer 30.
Well, do you have anything planned for your show this evening?
Nothing major. We're going to talk about some of the news that's popped up this week. I'll cover some of that. We thought then I was going to see. I always try to shake the bushes to see if anybody wants to jump on the panel to share some information or share some things that they learned or projects. We'll see. again, I always open the door to whoever wants to come on, and sometimes people do, and sometimes they don't. But I know Auburn won't be on. Blue says she's actually going to join this show. I told her, I said, well, do I need to give you an introduction because you ain't been on the show in so long? I said, I might need to introduce you so people know who you are. She's like, oh, you trying to be funny? I was like, well, it's been a while, girl. You've been Friday night. She becomes a ghost. But so yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll kind of shoot from the hip and see what we talk about. And if you have any questions, post them on there. I'll do my best to try to answer those questions, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
For sure.
Make sure you make it there at 5 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Central on the Butchers, as he call it, Beer 30. Mm-hmm. Over at the Butchers channel. It says YouTube saw significant growth, which you know they have, in streaming during the pandemic. See a growth in pandemic with video streaming on the rise. Yes, everybody. Sometimes I know, wasn't it one time you could even hardly like YouTube was really doing some weird stuff because so many people was on YouTube.
They were lowering the quality.
Yes, they had to.
They
They
lowered
had
it.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had
Netflix
to
did
because
the
it was
same
so many
thing.
people. Because so many people was on here during that one point because everybody was at home. So YouTube literally became TV. Matter of fact, I've heard a lot of people just turn around and just has been calling YouTube national TV. I've seen on so many platforms. They don't even call it YouTube. It's called national TV. You're going to do that on national TV? Because that's what people turn to YouTube as their TV. If they don't hear it on YouTube, it's not official.
I got a question. Here's a question for the panel and the people watching.
Mm-hmm.
How many people watch YouTube? I'd say an hour, over at least an hour a day, watch YouTube. I know that. I mean, there's certain things I'll look at. I don't maybe pay attention, but I know some of my friends they are on YouTube watching YouTube videos almost as much as they're watching live TV. So I wonder how many people actually watch YouTube as much as they watch regular TV.
I start with me. I would say I do. I watch YouTube more than I watch TV. I don't watch TV till time to wind down. So I would say I do. Or it's in our community or a different community.
Yeah, I watch YouTube, but it varies day to day. Sometimes I might watch maybe half an hour. Some days depends what I'm doing.
I don't watch it at all.
Yeah.
It depends what on and what I'm interested in watching.
And who's
sometimes
coming on
YouTube?
Yeah.
Sometimes live TV.
Mm-hmm.
I just wonder how much of a how many people become a staple. I know, like for Charles, he'll watch it. I'll go to his down his apartment, and I swear to you, 9 times out of 10, it's on. It is on. He's watching a video, and there's like shows where he follows certain people that are working on projects, and I'm like, and he goes, "Oh man, this guy's working on this car," and da da da. I'm like, "And what? You're watching this on YouTube?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." I mean, I never thought of it, but he it's like one of his normal things that he's watching day in, day out. So it just just makes me wonder if people are like, not watching a help video or something, but just like, hey, this is what I'm going to browse through all of my people every day. Just wondering how many people do that. It's just kind of weird.
Sometimes, like if I'm traveling, and if I'm traveling somewhere and I want to just listen to some music, YouTube music, I listen to it. So it may not be just viewing, could be just be listening to stuff as well, like podcasts and things like that as well. So if you consider that as viewing, then yeah.
For sure. I mean, yeah, like I said, most people do consider YouTube like their TV. Basically, they got people they follow or don't follow or whatever and stuff, or they just. And that's why, like I said, I've seen on a lot of platforms, people just call it national TV. They're like, "Oh, you did such and such," I'm like, it's YouTube. But if you really think about it, people do watch YouTube more than they do actual TV. If it's not shown on YouTube, then I'll be like, you seen such and such was on the news. They didn't talk about it on YouTube. It's like if it didn't happen if they didn't see it on YouTube, it didn't happen.
It didn't mean it didn't happen. It didn't mean it didn't happen. Yeah.
Nobody talked about it on YouTube. Are you sure that happened? So yeah. Now I seen this, and I'm just gonna veer off. I'm gonna go back to streaming real quick, but I seen this last night. Actually, speaking of on YouTube, and I wondered because these people asked this question, and I saw it actually on the news thing. They showed it on a news clip too. This one woman was working at the Goodwill, and so I said, "Wow, I'll probably ask this," and so I am gonna ask it now. And they don't get paid a lot of money at the Goodwill. And they had to sort through stuff, sort through the stuff they put on the shelf. So she was sorting through these clothes. So she said it felt like some books was wrapped in these clothes. Anyway, she found $44,000 wrapped up in the clothes. Did you see that on the news?
Yes, I saw it.
Yeah, so she of course did. She turned the money in.
Oh yeah.
What would you do if you were working at the Goodwill? Because the person donated the stuff. And stuff, would you turn all the money in? Would you give yourself a finder's fee? Or would you keep the money? What would you do? And we're going to start with you, Sim, even though you saw the story.
Actually, I didn't actually see that story, but I actually saw a video about somebody actually talking about it. And
this happened in Oklahoma.
Week. And this guy, his name is he's a YouTuber. His name is Maxim Buddy, and he makes a lot of comic, like he makes fun of things that he sees, that's hilarious. And this is one of the things that he talked about, and he basically said that why would you give back money, But me personally, I mean, it's 44 grand, I mean, ethically I would probably give it back, but yeah, probably I will return the money because
she turned it into the people, and then they found a lady or something.
Yeah, and then she did get, the person that lost the money did give her $1,000. So
they gave the lady $1,000.
Yeah, I would probably give it back, knowing the way I am. So yep.
Okay. What would you do, Blammo?
Sorry, what was it?
Okay, the lady this week in Oklahoma, she worked for the Goodwill, and people donate their stuff at the Goodwill and everything. Yeah. So the lady was sorting the clothes and stuff, and they had to sort the stuff to put on the shelf. And they had some clothes that was wrapped up. The person had donated it and found out she thought it was some books, so she was trying to unwrap the clothes, and then help her find out it was $44,000 wrapped up in the clothes and stuff. Would you donate the money? Would you keep part of the money as a finder's fee because you found the money, or would you turn the money into Goodwill and try to find a person to give them the money back? I mean, the person did thank her, and they gave her $1,000 for finding the money. So, what would you do?
Hell, I'd probably keep it. I need it more than the person that put it there, obviously, because they got money,
Yeah, well, one of the arguments was that that this is probably drug money they're trying to get rid of or something, That's what,
yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay, Butcher, what would you do?
What money?
Exactly.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Hey, in the words of a song, it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
We have evidence.
Ben, what you done?
Probably would have turned it in. Not all money's good money, so I just turned it in.
Or any money is good money, but I guess it comes to moral, isn't it? I guess it comes to ethics and morals, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I would have turned it in, but I ain't gonna lie. I probably would have wanted to keep some finder's fee, but I would have turned it in. Like that lady was saying on the news, the one they did give her $1,000 for it, but she was like, you know what? She said sometimes karma is not worth it. You know, she said she could have kept. She said she could have kept the money, but what if that lady really needed that person really needed the money for something or anything like that?
I mean, how could you
She
just
knows
like
she don't make a
lose
heck of a lot of money.
$44,000? Like really? Wow.
And like they said, truth be told, she said in the news story they could have never found out it was her or never found out because the money was the clothes was donated on the Goodwill. So you know, to the Goodwill. Thank God the Goodwill did the right thing. They found the lady or found the person. They never said it was a man or a woman. I don't know who the person
I
was.
know, they didn't mention anything like that.
Yeah, they didn't mention who the person was, but still, you know, it is always, you know. Good morning, Marcus Bell. What he said, I would have spent half the money. Okay, so you would have kept your finder's fee, basically. And that was one person said on there. That one person said they would have took out their finder's fee. And matter of fact, this person was the one person when I watched the show last night. He said he was actually he works at a hospital, and he said that did happen to him with a doctor. They almost got in trouble, and he said he did find the money like that and gave it to the person. He said, but he did take his finder's fee out. I was like, did you feel bad? I was thinking to everybody, don't you feel bad? He was like, no, because if he would have found that person to save that person's neck. He was like, oh, thank God. He was like, no, thank me, because I had the strength not to keep all that money, and I was trying to fight keeping all this money. But yeah, so I thought I would ask that. But yeah, right. Okay, more first. But yeah, but you never know. You could get blessed in another way. You know, I don't know. But you're talking about what money?
Good one. I like it.
Yeah, they don't get paid. And then one person though they was talking about they feel like the crux of the whole situation was the Goodwill because they don't pay them people enough money. So they should have paid her some money. Oh my. But yeah, that's in the next news. Yeah, but that was good. That lady did. At least they did give her $1,000 because they could have kept the money and not gave her nothing. Could have just been like, "Thank you."
Yep. See you later. Right. Yeah, I mean, there's people out. Yeah, for sure.
So that was very nice of them to give her $1,000, and she was so happy to get that $1,000.
Yeah, could have been a dab sorting those clothes. You're lucky. I'm trying. Hey, I'm getting ready to move to Canada. I need to damn increase my money by 30% when I cross the border.
That probably helped you quite a bit too, wouldn't it? Yeah,
that's sure. Right. On the vacation in the pandemic. He said he could have used the vacation.
I'm looking to increase my money when I cross the border with that money.
So Sharon, I checked out the new Thunder Force movie, and that's released in Netflix.
Today,
it's really, really good.
Check out. Oh, what'd you say was out today?
Thunder Force.
Oh, yo, really, speaking of that, we have
that movie is hilarious.
That's one
so
of our
funny.
We will be watching that. And speaking of that, that's one of our movies for Player Pass. Wednesday.
I already seen it already, so yeah, it's good. Definitely have a watch.
No spoiler alert, man.
I'm not saying it.
Since you watched it, perhaps you'll come on the Butcher's panel Wednesday, right?
I'll try.
So you can tell us how much you like it, right?
It depends on the time difference. Let's just hope that I should be able to come.
Yeah. Yeah.
All I can say was funny. That's all. I'm not saying anything else.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why. Because we're trying to pick. We're changing up the platform a little, or the way we do the show, and we're going to try to narrow it down. So I think we had one. It's 2 movies right now for the next few weeks until we get through the panels, everyone's picks. But Thunder Force was the current movie because we knew that it was coming out this week, and everybody would have an opportunity to watch it. And it looks. I just watched the trailer for it, and it does look pretty funny. I mean,
yeah, it looks quite. Yeah, it's really good. It's well done. Yeah, sure. Same. Don't tell anymore.
Yeah, we're definitely will be checking that movie out. Like I said, we got that movie to watch this week for our player pass, and then we also have I slipped my mind that quick. What's the other movie we have this week for player pass?
Windy City Heat. Windy City Heat.
Yes, so we have
Bobcat Goldbluff, whatever his name, Bobcat.
Never even heard of that one. Okay, I might have a look.
No, yeah, it's a very difficult one. Yeah, it's a very obscure movie, and we actually in the player pass room, somebody found it on Venmo. Wasn't that what the link they found? Venmo, because you can't. You go on Real Debrid and stuff like that. It's not there. So somebody actually found it on Venmo, and you can watch it that way.
Venmo, never heard of that. Okay. Venmo.
Yeah, it's a streaming service.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Venmo. Oh yeah. In case you missed it too, some of the best movies to watch that's been out lately on HBO Max. I will list them. Is Judas and the Black Messiah. The Little Things, even though some people didn't like it, they said it was one of the best movies to watch. Even though Sim and them told all about the movie.
Yeah, literally.
All right, Let Them Talk. Lockdown. I wasn't that crazy about the lockdown. It was okay.
I just watched the trailer. I haven't seen it. I've seen the trailer. No, didn't really got me all excited about it, you know?
Yeah, it was okay. The lockdown. I'm pregnant.
Are you?
Are you? Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I know. Thank you.
Oh,
congratulations.
Congratulations, man.
I know.
Yeah, that's quite the news.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jaws. It's like the original Jaws, but it's on this list.
Yeah.
That's probably because they were watching. It's probably because they were watching Player Pass. Because you remember, Blue had that as one of her movies a few weeks, maybe a couple months back. So that's probably why Player Pass gave that movie a bump. So you're welcome, HBO. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yes. Blade Runner Uncut. Die Hard. These some pretty old movies they listed on here. The Matrix trilogy. These are some movies that HBO Max recommended. The Dark Knight trilogy. The Philadelphia Story, 1940. Okay, I'm only going to read two more movies because these are some pretty old movies. Classics. Casablanca and Citizen Kane. Yeah, these movies getting older and older, so I'm done reading.
Yeah, they're very old. Yeah.
Yeah. So these are some movies. These are the best movies of HBO Max, really?
Well, maybe the best that they got. I mean, it's not not
right.
trending. It's just, these are some of the best because they are. This is if you go to IMDb's top 250, they're in it.
Yeah.
Memento wasn't in there.
No, Memento wasn't in there.
Dang, that list has got to be messed up if Memento wasn't in there because we know that should have been in there.
I know for sure, right?
That's an inside joke for us folks that are on Player Pass.
I know. I can't even remember. You know what? Even if Memento was in there, I wouldn't remember it.
Yeah, that's because you slept. You know, take a little nap, you forget it.
Oh, right.
I know.
You need to be like the beach and write it on your hand. How he had that.
I know that.
I cracked up.
Yeah, that was funny.
Okay, but it says, what is the movies for Player Pass? The movies again for Player Pass is Thunder Force and Windy City. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, that Windy City Heat. And I posted the Venmo link because you can't find it on even on Real Debrid. It'll say it's basically it's an uncached. And there's no seeders for it because I waited and it could never find a seeder. I tried 4 different add-ons, so I was using different scraper sets, and they would find the torrent, the magnet link, but there was it was not cached.
No seats available. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
when this city hit, I've never must have been a. Are there any popular actors in there? Because I don't really seem to know any of the actors in there either.
Yeah, well, see, Roger likes to go out on a limb.
He picks movies that nobody knows about.
Yeah, he's the one that picked that Harry Potter with the guns. Remember
and he picked the other movie too, about that other weird movie that was on Netflix. But he picks movies nobody ever heard of before. But
he tries to. He watches a lot of stuff. He likes to go.
Yes, he do. Good morning, Tara. Good morning, Ma Dev.
What's up, Tara?
Shoot me. Ma Dev say.
Oh, no, yeah. He said he'll question is, how long would you seat it for?
I know. It's Luna finally rolls out 720 for slower insert speeds. For those of you who are into gaming on the Luna.
I don't know. Did you see that T-Mobile's rolling out their 5G for home? They bumped it up from the 4G to 5G, and for home people that may not be able to get good internet through their cable or anything like that, so that they're stuck with slow DSL or stuck with satellite. That T-Mobile is $60 a month, so not a bad price, and up to 100 meg connection. So that may not sound great to people that have fiber or cable internet, but if you guys have any friends that are out in rural areas, 100 meg, up to 100 meg, people would be pretty stoked on that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like if you're, like you said, people out in the country, and stuff, that would be very good for. Because
I looked and it was not available in my area, but they're supposedly got a pretty big coverage. But it makes me wonder, if you're out in the country and you can't get cable, would you be able to have 5G? It's like, but I don't know. So, but it's an option that people can check into if they have really bad internet.
I don't know. It may take a minute, because I remember when I lived in Alabama, T-Mobile was horrible down there, especially if you lived in the rural areas. I remember over a family member's house, I used to have to go on the porch literally to use T-Mobile one time and stuff. Like, it would not work in their house. It would only work but this was like years ago and stuff. Of course, T-Mobile has a lot more towers and much better. But it would only work, especially like in the rural areas, if I would have to go outside, So
I wish they had it where you could like sample,
try it before you buy it.
Yeah, it'd be like, hey, I'd like to just test out the T-Mobile in my area for 24 hours. Is it going to work? How well does it work? And then it would make it easier to make that jump, because you hate to go to your cell phone service and say, all right, I'm changing to this one, and all the hassle of changing your phone number and all that, and then to find out you got bad coverage. It's like, wait a minute. Because I know I'd like to move off of Verizon, to be honest, but I'm thinking, is it worth it trying to hope that I get a good enough service? And
Plus you're moving too, so it makes it a bit.
Yeah, that's understandable. That's they did have that one test drive thing that people could get with T-Mobile, but they should be able to do that with all of them. Seems like they would let you sample it, or like you said, 48 hours or something like that. I would say even more than 24 hours, at least 48 hours, just long enough for you to see if it's a good fit for you. Kind of like you, I guess, would test drive a car or something, It's Memorial Day. When is Memorial Day? Because I'm already seeing something about Memorial Day sales.
End of June or end of May, ain't it?
In the May, it's not even May yet, and I'm already seeing something about Memorial Day sales.
May 31st.
May 31st. Okay. And then I see Prime Day. Amazon Prime Day date could be sooner than expected. So they just posted. This was posted about in 7 hours, a couple of hours ago. It says it typically falls between July and June, but it's been pushed back. It got pushed back this last year to October. But in 2021, they may be predicted to come out as early as June. Amazon Prime Day. I posted on our MS7, but that's what they're saying. The predictions that Amazon Prime Day may come out as early as June. So if does anybody have anything they want to see on that, I'm posting on MS7 Telegram. I wonder why they're going to do it early as June, the next Amazon Prime Day. They got a lot extra stuff they need to get rid of. Let me see.
Well, it normally is in. Traditionally, it was in that time, that June, July-ish time, but last year they pushed it back due to the pandemic. Remember, shipping was a nightmare, and they were also being inundated with orders they couldn't keep up. So I think this year, I think they're probably going to go to that closer to that traditional time, whereas last year they were like, "Hey, we can't afford any extra customers," and any of us that were in any type of retail, you felt it last year. You couldn't keep up. I mean, it was too much. So you didn't need no extra traffic.
Let me see if they're gonna list anything. I don't see if I see anything else on here too on this article. Yeah, it's just basically saying that it may be as early as June for the most part. And I also sent it to you in case you wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, thank you. I wanted to know if like a Fire Cube 2, and I should have bought one the last time they were on sale. I really don't need one, but I want one, if that makes sense. Just just to have it. Just to have it. And I mean,
yeah, just to say I've got one, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that they're really good for a step below the Shield, and I really would like to try it. I've got a Cube 1, and I probably would sell that thing if I knew somebody. I'd probably sell it for $30 just to get it out the door.
That's how much it was on that one thing. Wasn't it about $30?
Yeah, it was about 30. I think it was $39. Something. Yeah, in there, I mean, it works okay. And I mean, I guess you can link in your lights and all that crap, but. Yeah, it's just I bought that when it was on sale a year and a half ago. Now I'm like, I need to just get rid of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those who game, The Last of Us 5 remake is coming to PS5 according to reports. For those of you who game, I'm not a gamer.
What? Not a gamer?
No, I'm not.
What?
Yeah, you are. I'm sure you game on your phone. I'm sure you do.
I actually
Candy
don't.
Crush? No Candy Crush.
I used to Candy Crush, but I haven't Candy Crush in a long time.
I did buy a game today. First game I've bought in a year and a half.
What did you buy?
I posted it. Streaming Matters. I actually bought Red Alert remastered. Command and Conquer Red Alert remastered. So if any of you guys remember Command and Conquer Red Alert, that series, they remastered it, updated the graphics on it, and changed some stuff, and you're able to play it.
Okay. Yeah.
I bought it. It was $8 or $8.99. So I figured, you know what, I'll take a chance and maybe I'll play it for a little while. It's definitely a fun game to play against the computer, and supposedly you're able to play other people. Again, I just got it today, so I haven't been able to do that, but I need to work on my skills. But it's a strategy-based game where you build a kind of like what was it? SimCity-ish, or what was that one where it was like you create a city and then would battle other cities? So but it's war based. So I don't know.
Oh yeah. I know what you're thinking. I can't remember the name.
Yep. Epic. Best Buy is having an Epic sale too. They're having deals on laptops, TVs, iPhones, headphones, and more.
Do they allow people in the stores?
Yeah, I've been going to Best Buy.
They do let
Best
you
Buy
in
last Saturday. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I went last Saturday to Best Buy.
Ooh, there's a look at there. Look at the LG 65-inch nano cell.
Yeah, I've been going. Best Buy been open.
Okay.
I know here it has.
I don't go no place. I ain't lying. I go from here to work and maybe get something to eat. And I haven't went in a Walmart in probably 4 to 5 months. I haven't been. Just don't need to. It's I guess Amazon spoiled it. I just ordered it online and have it shipped to my door.
Yeah, I'm too spoiled. But
I wish they had things like that here, like services like Amazon where they will ship things to you like as quick as they do. Like you get it the next day. Here you have to maybe wait for like 2-3 weeks to get things here.
You have to wait how long?
2-3 weeks, and sometimes sometimes we order from overseas, it's even worse. I mean, as far as I know, yeah. That's why, like, when people talk about Amazon, I'm like, we have Amazon, but like, when it comes to delivering things, they're a bit behind here. We need to catch up somehow.
Well, but you got to think about distribution centers. There's distribution centers all over this country, though, because I mean, there's a distribution center like 20 miles from me. So there's, and then you see those vans all day long. I know I do. I see those Amazon vans every single day.
Me too, all day.
And I feel bad. Have you seen where the reports about some of those drivers being not to be able to stop and go to the bathroom and actually go in the bathroom in the bottles, which
that's not right though. But it happens.
But I can see if you can't get in someplace to go to the bathroom. I mean, would you go that route? You might, but I feel bad. You see them mugs drop. They'll be dropping stuff off, late. I mean, it'll be like 7, 8 o'clock. I see them dropping off packages around here. It's like, dang. I was thinking about getting a job at Amazon, but no, thank you.
I know that. Now if they're gonna drive you like that, yeah, I've heard of people quitting just as fast as they're getting in to Amazon because it's working like a slave or whatever. It's working them bad. Yeah. This is 7 new movies and TV shows coming to Amazon Prime, HBO Max this weekend. Let me see. The first one is called Superhero Robots Giant Monster Boxing Match. Another one is this is and it also has the trailers for them because I posted it in the MS7 Telegram group. Them, which looks pretty interesting.
Is that a sequel to Us?
I guess so. I guess it is. I'm gonna watch it though. I guess I'll check it out. The Nevers. The Power. That comes on Shudder. Fear the Walking Dead season 6B.
Fear the Walking Dead. Okay, yeah.
Hello, Paper. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, Paper?
Hi, Paper. Welcome.
Hi, Sim.
How you doing? Hi, Paper.
Hi, Sim.
Hi, Paper.
I'm gonna check that link you put in the chat, Butcher.
Could you tell us about the link you put in the chat?
I'm good.
I posted a link in there. Best Buy because Sharon talked about what's on sale, so I'm looking. Western Digital 12 terabyte external 3.0 USB 3.0 $200. So for 12 terabytes, I actually have. I think mine is that. I don't know. I don't know if mine's the Easy Share. I got a WD. I have the 12 or 14 terabyte, and use it as my Plex storage for just for me and a few people. And it works really well. I can't complain. And you think about $200, that's a lot of storage.
Yeah,
That's actually quite a good price. I'll be probably paying double the amount that you're paying now. Easily.
Yeah.
Might pull the trigger on a dedicated drive for a TV show, so this might be it.
Yeah, shit. I mean, shit. The 16 gig is $250.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's $250. I think I bought the 14 gigs when it was $199. I think is when I bought mine, because it was maybe it was sub 200 for my 14 gigs, and I see 16 gigs $250. So
16 terabyte, you mean?
16, yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, 16 terabytes.
16 gigs.
Yeah,
wow,
I'm sorry.
A lot of money.
Well, I'm looking at it. It says 16,000 gigabytes is what I'm looking at. So that's why I was thinking gigs. So yeah, 16 terabytes for $250, 12 terabytes for $200. So actually, I mean, I wouldn't go the 14 terabytes because that's $10 less than the 16 terabytes.
You may as well pay the $10 more and get a better deal.
Yeah, 2 terabytes. I mean, and definitely, I actually used mine when I went to a friend's house because my movies were on there, and just carried that. You know, it's not that big. Just carried it and plugged it into the computer. So, a good option for people to check out if you're in the hard drive market.
Yeah, I've been eyeballing them for a little bit, watching them bounce around at Best Buy. So, thinking.
Yep, that's a good deal. Very good deal.
Yeah.
Yep.
And good morning, Dabs, Blammo.
Nice to see you.
Penn.
Good morning, Paper.
Sharon.
Good morning.
Chat. that new they moved medicine around again, so
hey, I understand how that go. I understand that. Another movie that we just finished talking about is Thunder Force. It's another movie. Let me see what else they have here. The Power. I just said The Power, didn't I? Palm Springs. And those are some of the movies that's coming. So yeah, those are some of the movies that's coming out soon. So watch out for them if you don't have anything, if you can't think of anything to watch. Well, that's kind of exciting that they're moving Amazon Prime Day up to June. If they do, because move it up. Or did you like it better in October?
Too close to Black Friday.
Yeah,
that was really close to Black Friday, wasn't it? It was like right there at Black Friday.
Well, remember, there was a lot of us that were debating, do you buy now or wait for Black Friday? Because Black Friday is so close. If you're doing it way far away from Black Friday, then Black Friday don't play into it. So if they're smart, they would be, let's go ahead and not compete with Black Friday.
Go ahead and do it in June, like this article says.
I think this year that kind of went by though was there were so many Black Friday sales that it was it seemed like every weekend they were having a Black Friday sale.
Well, according to this article, they're saying that they're thinking about having it in June. Their Amazon Prime Day.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, that way they could. Well, I'll be excited for it for sure. I want to see what they're going to come out new with. No, like you said, if they come out with they definitely need another cube. It's time for another cube, in my opinion. It's time for another cube, stick, something. Definitely a cube, in my opinion. Also, they said, let me see what they said about Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday on this deal of the year. And never mind on the Cyber Monday article. They did have an article for Cyber Monday, but heck, this is where you're talking about something from months from now. As far as their Cyber Monday. So, what do you think about paper? We were just talking about T-Mobile going to 5G for homes.
I mean, I think it's, I think they're just going to be. I think everyone's going to be doing it.
Yeah,
and I kind of figured it was coming. I think it's a smart business move. And then I don't know. I think the service will reach a lot more people.
Yeah, I think it will too.
I think there's a lot of people out there too that are still scared of the health effects of 5G.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But I don't know. It seems like everything, and if you are, I don't know, just everything around us today has some type of health effect on it. I think, whether it's true or not, something there, it's affecting us, So, but I think it's a good idea myself. I think it'll bring us. I think it'll bring service to a lot more people.
For sure.
Hey, Ian.
Hello, Ian. How are you this morning?
It's good to see you.
Welcome, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Good to see you, man.
Yes,
Hey, what's up, Ian?
Morning, Red. How you doing, Red Lantern?
What's up, Red Lantern?
Yeah. And has anybody on the panel considered the remote for the Fire Cube? Fire Stick, the new Fire Stick remote.
Nope.
I ask that again.
No. I considered watching a video on YouTube.
Well, I'm going now that they've announced that they will be having in a couple of months having an Amazon Prime Day. I'm going to wait and see what they have there, and if they come out with a new device with that, then I'll probably maybe put a trigger on a new device if they have a new device there. If it's decent, but I think I'm going to let the remote stay where it's at. Unless my remote really go out and I still don't see myself getting a new one. Good morning, Johnny E. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Johnny. Does anybody think that Amazon will ever come back out with a box device other than like the Cube, like similar to Shield or Android box type thing other than the Cube?
I got a dongle if you want to buy one.
I will hope that they would come out with another second gen like they did that time. That one box I had.
Yeah.
I would love for them to come back out with that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was telling. Yeah, the original Amazon box. Yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering. I just wonder if they would ever try to come up with something like that again, an actual box device. I mean, with specs that could compete.
Yeah, I would love for them to come back out with that. That would be wonderful. If it was similar to that box, because I don't even know why they did away with that box.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have upgraded that box better. I love the fact that it had the extra USB port to it and everything. I think they regressed when they came out with the next device. Well, actually, they did because they had that little pendant thing, so they did regress.
Yeah.
When they came out with that pendant afterwards, that was a flop basically.
Yeah, the square dongle.
Yeah, the little dongle thing. Yeah,
those are great, man. Come on.
you're right. So I don't know.
Let me get that. I got to get that mug on Facebook Marketplace and see how great it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, yep. Facebook Marketplace. That's where you can sell your thing at right there. Facebook Marketplace. There you go. Good morning, Maurice. How you doing? Let me see. FYI, Queen of the South fans. Okay, it's Queen of the South has started back. Johnny B said. So those of you who are in the Queen of the South, it has started back. So which I've never really seen. Good morning, Ian. How are you this morning?
Hello.
Hey, Ian.
How's everybody?
Fine. How are things with you?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm great, thank you.
It's good to see you, brother.
Yeah, same to you, Paper.
Yeah, my
Hello,
condolences.
Ian. How you going?
My condolences to the Prince.
And by the way, the answer to your question earlier on, I would keep the money.
You would keep the money? Oh yeah. That question I asked earlier, Paper. You weren't on here, so I'll ask you the question. Earlier this weekend, over in I think what I said was Idaho. I forgot what state that was. Oklahoma it was in Oklahoma. There's and I asked the people who just joined the chat later too, so you can join the chat late. Good morning, Elias. There's this woman who worked at Goodwill, and she was sorting clothes, and she found $44,000 in the clothes.
Wow.
So she turned the money into Goodwill. And Goodwill was able to find the person that donated the clothes. And to thank her, they gave her $1,000. Would you turn the money in? Would you have kept your finder's fee?
No,
would you have kept the money?
In all fairness, I would hand it back in, but I would say if it's not found within 1 month, then I would like to have all the money back, please.
I would give them every penny of the 10,000 I found.
You give them every penny of the 10,000. Otherwise, you give them the $30,000 finder's fee, right?
That's right.
And Butcher was like, "What money?"
Yeah.
Hey, wait, what money?
Yeah, no.
I respond. It's for sure.
Well, I'll tell you something now. When my uncle died, I'm going back a long time ago now. They was looking through his things in his house, and they lifted the mattress, and under the mattress they found £110,000.
Wow.
£110,000 they found. All in £50 notes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that tells you anybody that passes away, you need to go help clean up that house.
Oh, actually, one of the people on the panel said that happened to them. They said they had they was cleaning out somebody's house, and they were supposed to turn in give away some marbles or something they were supposed to give away. So or something they said they were going to give away. So then when they went to give it out, they had left it on the porch and it got rained on and the box got ruined. So at the bottom of the marbles or the mattresses, they had a jug, and in the jug was a like $2,000 worth of change. So they was like, that was their blessing. And somebody had died, and they had $2,000 worth of change. So they was like, yeah, that was meant for them to keep that money. And they said they would have thrown away that money because when the box got ruined, they wouldn't have put the box to the road because it got rained on, and that's how they found the money. That was at the bottom of all them Marlboros or the thing that they were going to give away. But they had left it on the porch and it got rained on, and it messed up the box. So they wouldn't have never found that $2,000 in change.
Hello, Octavia.
Yeah. So yeah, I like I said, in theory, I would have wanted to do a finder's fee, but I know I would have had guilt, so I would have turned the money in.
No, to be honest with you, I would have turned it. I would have turned the money in as well.
Yeah, well, that would have been the best money. Wait a minute, Mr. Ken said that would have been the best money for a while. LOL. Yeah, Ken somebody would have kept. Ken would have kept that money. Yeah, Ken, that would have been the best money for Best Buy. Ken would have been at Best Buy and Micro Center with that money. He'd been shopping spree in that money. But yeah, you just never know. Like the lady said, she felt bad. She said that karma. She would have been worried about the karma that could have came back on her, and a lot of people feel that way.
I definitely believe in all that stuff, karma and everything.
So yeah, just you never know. You never know in life.
I know if you want something into the police, around where I am, after I don't know if it's something like 28 days or a month or it's something like that.
About 30 days here too, I think.
Yeah, they
how many months or whatever.
They'll get in touch with you and they let you know that you can keep it, But answer to the question, I would give it back in, like, because there's somebody out there who could really do with it, do you know what I mean? And especially the tough times we're having today, like.
Right. I mean, they did get a lady $1,000, I guess, for finding it, right?
Yeah, but that's the least they could have done on it, It was a big thing she did, like, Hello, Ken.
Yeah, that $1,000. I mean, that was because that person could have just said thank you and just went about the business and give any money back. So
yeah, yep.
Good morning, Ken.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, that's to each his own. I guess what they decide to do once they found it. That's a lot, Yeah. At the end of the day, we say in theory what we'll do, but nobody really knows what they'll do at that moment, I guess. But I know that, I would like to know that. I would like to feel that I would give it.
I was working on a construction site making an estate full of brand new houses. And I was with a plasterer and I was his labourer, and we went upstairs and we went in one of the cupboards to plaster the walls, and on the floor was a safe, and I opened the safe and there was £10,000 in it.
Wow.
And I called my foreman and told my foreman about it, and then he handed it in then.
Okay. I just read here, Amazon workers vote down a union campaign. So they voted not to have a union for Amazon in Alabama. How do you feel about that?
Wow.
They voted against having a union for the Amazon facility in Alabama.
Well, somebody as big as Amazon should definitely have some type of trade union.
You said it was Alabama, though. Come on now. If you live in the South, there ain't no damn unions in the South, and that ain't gonna happen. I mean, unions are not always looking out for the end person. A lot of times, unions are looking out for themselves. I mean, any of my families that they've been in unions tend to, end up get those union dues, and they're not always looking out for you. So I don't know. I've had mixed feelings on the unions when I've seen some of my family members that's had a union, and I don't know. And down south, like I said, it's unions are hard for a union to get a hold in the South. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, they voted against it here. 58,000, 5,800 of it says 1,700 no vote ballots. Here at the here in Alabama. Well, there, like I'm in Alabama. I'm talking about here, like I'm still in Alabama. I'm not in Alabama, but still, yeah, they voted against it though. So they will not be having a union there at the Amazon facility there.
Yeah,
Let me see what part of Alabama. Let me see what part of Alabama that was at.
Streaming Wizard. If I'm about at 6 o'clock, I'll definitely join the show. But my missus have had some good news. She's about to pick up the keys to her new house.
Nice.
So,
congratulations.
Awesome.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of moving about and all, and stuff.
Congratulations.
And good morning, Southern Tech Gal. Good morning, Streaming Wizard.
Hello, Southern Tech. Elias Miranda. Elias, just to let you know, that's my family name because we're half Jewish.
Okay. I couldn't see what part of Alabama that was in. Maybe because I strode too fast to turn it look real quick. But yeah. And like you say, some places have unions, some don't, And they had their reasons, I guess, for not wanting to have a union there at their particular Amazon facility. And oh wow, it says right here that Nike shoe, Satan shoe. It says that buyers can get a refund if they like.
Yeah, because Nike blocked it.
Yeah,
they won the suit or whatever they did.
Yeah, it says Nike. They settled a Satan lawsuit for any confused buyer. They can get a refund. I know they sold, and they said on another article that they sold all of them except for the 666 shoe. So all except for the very last shoe that was supposed to be the highest commodity shoe. But yeah, now people can get a refund on their shoe, which is apparently was $1,018, which I don't know why people will pay that price for a shoe. Blows my mind.
There's a lot of people out there that pay a lot of money for their tennis shoes.
I have a coworker. He buys Air Jordans, and he buys them to sell them, and he makes fucking big money off of like triple or quadruple the money he spends. He'll be able to sell them for it. He says buys them, and then he'll just sit on them, puts them in the closet, and then waits 6 months, 8 months. He watches the market on it, and once he sees that particular shoe go up real good, he goes ahead and sells it. And, I mean, he sold a pair of shoes. It was like $600 or $700. I'm like, what? Who the heck is buying tennis shoes for $600 or $700? You ain't wearing them. I mean,
they're keeping them in the box. I've seen people have them. They never even take them out the box just to show.
What's the point buying? You can't use them.
I mean, I felt sick when I spent $100 on a pair of tennis shoes. I was like, $100. And hey, I've done had these shoes for 2 years. I'm getting my $100 out of them damn shoes.
Exactly. Elias says the trip in New York are in union for Con Ed. The union only looks out for themselves. Yep. Also, it says Verizon is recalling 2.5 million hotspots that can overheat because of burning or cause fire damage. So if you have a hotspot from Verizon, be careful because they're recalling a lot of them because the fires and a lot of them are catching on fire. So, and stuff. So be careful. You see what kind of hotspot is this? It says on Thursday they start working. They are working to give people back their refunds on them. It's the motto is the MHS 900L and the MHLS 900 SL and the 900 SLPL that they're recalling back. That's overheating on people. Mm-hmm.
Not good.
Nope. So be aware of that. If you have a hotspot that's doing that. But they're really pretty good usually. Their Verizon usually has some pretty good hotspots. See.
For Robin.
Robin. Yeah, Robin. Good morning to Dow. How are you this morning? Amazon adds 720p to its Luma cloud gaming services to improve stability.
Morning to Dow.
So yeah, they've added that for those of you who may be interested in and I don't do any gaming period besides gaming, even gaming on Luma. Has anybody done that used Luma?
I have not.
Not I.
Not I either.
It looks like an interesting idea, though. If I didn't have all the other stuff I already had, it may be something that I would jump into. But it seems like the future of a lot of gamings is the streaming from a cloud, so that you can play on any type of device because you're not needing the CPU and graphics card of the device. The cloud server you're using its power. So just surprised that more people haven't embraced it, but it's still new and there's a lot of services in that. Luma does look good, but I mean, what's it, $8-9 a month or something like that?
Mm-hmm. Also,
But
okay, go ahead. Pen, I thought you were about to say something.
no, just saying back.
Oh, okay. Also, you think that these by coming on all these other devices, they are giving PlayStation and Xbox a run for their money because there's all these other devices. Good morning, Carl. That's out that you can play game on now, like like Luma and all this other stuff that you could do it like Amazon and stuff. You think they're going to go after them to give them a run for their money?
No.
Eventually, it will be that way.
Well, look, exclusives breeds competition. They don't. If these devices are not going to have any specific titles that's going to make people jump into them, then they're not going to compete with the next generation consoles at all. It's just going to be a separate entity. Hey, here's the cloud. You want to try it out? But it's not going to be the same unless they make titles specifically for that device. Because if I can play third parties on all devices, then the best possible place for that would be what? PC. So you need exclusives.
Yeah, I think it really keeps them separated. And the interest in one, well, it's not the only thing, I guess, but that plays a big role in it. Like Penn was saying, is having say Gods of War on the PlayStation. That's one of the games that drives people to the PlayStation and keeps them coming back. Halo for the Xbox was that way. So I don't ever see these cloud services or anything ever taken the place of PlayStation or Xbox cloud gaming or any of their services. They're all going to still be around.
Okay. I was just wondering. You never know. They may come up with that one hit game from Amazon. Something there might be a TV show that takes off that has to do with gaming, and then they decide to make a game for it.
Oh yeah, I mean they might come out with a game that's a huge hit, but I don't think it's ever going to be on something that's going to drive change a buyer's mind from buying the next PlayStation that has been buying the PlayStation every year. Or every time they've come out with a PlayStation, they've went and bought it. That new game that Amazon comes out with or new device or whatever is not. I don't think that's going to change that PlayStation buyer's mind. They'll probably buy both.
Okay.
I think that for me, I think that those a lot of the cloud are your very casual user. It's your casual user that's gonna pick it up and maybe play some older games. It's not gonna be your fanboys for Xbox or for PlayStation. It's not gonna be those folks. It's gonna be your, hey, you know what? For $50, I can pay for this device and now I can stream from the cloud. That sounds fine, because there's no big investment. You're not dropping hundreds of dollars like you will if you buy a console.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you can grab a full year of PlayStation Plus for $27 right now.
In simple modification of that, you can have the whole all kinds of PlayStation library.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It depends on, like I said, the end user, the gamers, what they like, I guess.
Yeah, I used to be a huge console person, but until I got into PC, I mean, they can't make a game that has driven me back to spending that kind of money for that one game.
Mm-hmm.
That I can't find a way to put it on the PC.
All right. You say if you can't get it on a PC, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, there's ways to do it.
Streaming Wizard, I got a question, Sharon.
Okay. What do you prefer, the old interface or the new interface?
When did the new interface come out? It came out.
The new interface is slowly becoming out on devices, and I know I was supposed to work with that Fire Stick. I've just been so busy doing other things, so I have not really looked at the new interface. But I did look at your video. I do kind of like how the new interface looks, but I haven't used the new interface, so I can't say that I like the new interface better. So at the moment, I'm gonna have to stick with the old interface.
Yeah, I need to do the same thing. I need to really plug in one of the Fire Sticks, just in
I have
case.
to plug in it and play with it. So I can't really say which one I like better because I haven't used it yet.
Yeah, just for customer purposes, to be able to help them, or know what I'm navigating on, or what they're seeing anyway in my mind,
Mm-hmm. What do you guys think about Lenovo coming out with a new gaming phone? A new phone for gaming.
I think it's kind of pointless.
I posted an MS7.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's like
MS7.
Yeah, it's like
It looks neat though.
The Shield had the little gaming tablet thing a long time ago, and then they had I'm thinking is Asus still making the gaming phones, the ROG phones? The Republica gaming phones, are they still making those?
I don't.
I mean, you're not. Who's going to spend a lot of money like that for a little bitty phone that you're going to be able to play gaming? And yeah, it's great graphics. And, oh, it looks 4K or what? But it's still a phone. It's only going to be so big. You can buy a damn PlayStation 5 for the cost of that phone, if not less.
Yeah.
So it's just like my regular phone if I wanted to game on it. And I'm not playing Call of Duty on my phone. I'm sorry, I'm not playing. You can
you're not gonna put one of them virtual things for your phone, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but I do understand your point, which makes sense. Why would you play games with such a small device and you can get a big screen TV or your PC?
Right. People want it when you game, you want it on something big anyway, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you're a person that had a long commute, I mean, if you had a long commute, maybe you're stuck, on a train for an hour to go to work.
Yeah.
Maybe. But then you're going to have some battery packs to charge that phone because that phone going to be eating up some battery. But
Carl.
Yeah, good old Carl. How you doing, man?
That's funny. So you made him do it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's crazy.
Hey, I'll tell you what I will invest on, and it's on my shopping list. Is that new the Quest, one of those VR headsets, which I actually used one.
Yep.
That's on my list, and my computer will run it. I actually did a scan to see if my computer will run it, and it will. That is if you're going to do some next generation gaming, that's where if I was going to do anything, that's where I would spend my money because it is completely different than anything you've ever done.
I can't.
Ken just put the trailer on one of them. Yeah, hopefully Ken to come on here and show his off. He just got one of them things.
Wow. Yeah,
that's the future for sure.
Yeah, and it's enveloping. It's enveloping. But it's.
If they'd make one that was vertigo proof, I'd be all over it.
You said if it was vertigo proof, yeah, that vertical is no joke. I'm sorry, just a second.
I might be able to take some extra medicine before I try it out.
That'll do it.
I played with it in college. Yeah. It's just it's solid.
Yeah, it's easy to get dizzy on that.
Yeah.
I think I had one of those on for about 5 seconds, and I had to lay down for 20 minutes. It wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I mean it took some getting used to it, but I'll say it was definitely different than any gaming I've ever done.
Yeah,
I could see where you'd want to have that on and walking around and play, and so I don't know. I'm watching them, and I'm like, okay, maybe Amazon will have them at their Amazon Prime. Because right now, if I'm going to get it, I'm getting the 256 gig. I'm going, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to kind of the bigger size. Even though there's a lot of other, not just the Quest, you can get some of those other brands, which are, some of them are outrageous, like $800-900 for them. And I'm not going that big, not that soon.
Does somebody have some music going?
That was I'm on a conference call. I'm waiting. I'm in hold.
Oh, okay. But yeah, definitely. We're gonna get ready to wind down in a minute anyway. Okay, sorry. I just saw something. Okay. Also, this is let me say real quick before we get ready to wind down. Make sure you check out, let me push your channel, The Butcher Show. He will be coming on this evening, 5 o'clock. 1 second, let me say. TK, what's going on?
Hello,
Good
TK.
morning, TK. How are you?
What's going on, man?
Yo,
Hey,
Yo, TK.
How you doing?
long time no see.
what's up, King?
What's
going on,
going on?
man?
Okay, maybe his volume will kick in a second. But I was gonna say real quick, make sure you check out their MS7 Telegram group. Make sure you have a picture icon. Read the pin post. We will be glad to have you there. You're allowed to post if someone goes live. You're allowed to post if someone has a video. Somebody posts a video. That's within our community that's helping. If someone goes live within our community that's helping, we would love to have you and stuff. Also, if you're interested in a Formula Z8, Formula Z8 Pro, Formula GTV, or Formula, reach out to my group or Papers group and say that Trick and Sharon sent you. We will be glad to reach out to Storm when you get over there, and she will be glad to hook you up and stuff. So this is our MS7 Telegram group. Also, this is the Butcher's channel. Make sure that you subscribe to the Butcher's channel. He will be on this evening at 5 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Central for the Streaming Matters show. And it's a good time all the time. Make sure you have your pencil and paper when you go over there because believe me, he teaches a lot. He may say he's over there just shooting whatever, but it's always something to learn over there. Believe me, I learn something new every time I come to his show. So it's a great show. Make sure you check it out and stuff this evening at 5 o'clock. This is Papers Telegram group. You have anything you want to talk about your Telegram group?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same rules as MS7. Just be respectful, have a picture icon, and enjoy. Read the pin post. Read the pin post.
Yes.
Yes. And this is PIN support group. And do you have anything you want to post about your support group?
Oh, sure. It's the same rules as MS7 and Papers group. Just be respectful and have a picture icon, and hey, enjoy the group.
Also, I was trying to see the link, but I can't find it. Someone can post a thing about Sim's Instagram.
That's what I'm looking for it too, and Iconics.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. No.
Sim does have an Instagram that also is similar to our Telegrams, and he keeps you up with the latest streaming news and everything. Also, Paper and the Butcher both have Coco Scopes, so check out their Coco Scopes as well. I'm sorry, Pen and the Butcher has.
Yeah, I was like to say I have one too, but
and Paper does too.
Yeah, ain't nothing interesting on there really on mine.
So if Pen and the Butcher like to post their Coco Scopes,
yeah,
they do post videos out on their Coco Scopes at times as well.
Yeah, Coco Scope is nice.
Yes. So a lot of times you can find a lot. Also, if you are part of KODI, you could I know that you can go to Coco's to KODI or Cody, and it's a nice way to just binge watch the Butcher's videos. So yeah, that's a great way to binge watch them on Coco Scope.
What is Coco Scope, Sharon?
Coco Scope is similar to YouTube. Well, I'll let Penn, since he has a Coco Scope, I'll let him tell you about it.
Right.
Yeah, Coco Scope is a platform where there's more freedom. Just like their terms of services isn't as bogged down as YouTube. It just allows individuals to show more if they wish to expand on a topic. Like, for example, third-party APKs. Just to put it in simplistic terms, you can talk and show more over there. Not have to worry about being hunted down or waking up to your channel being gone.
Yeah. So, and it's getting more and more popular, Pen, is it?
Yeah, by a day. Yeah, it's been
People are
around
getting
for a
to
while.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Okay, before we wind it down, hey TK, Technology King, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Fine, we're doing great, guys. Do you have anything going on?
Just working in the background, trying to pull off a few things, few surprises. You know.
Sure.
Understandable. Yeah, Carl says Coco is the Wild West of YouTube. LOL. Yes, and don't forget about our mental health. We also have a Pieces of Eight mental health. It's nothing to do with streaming. It's just strictly mental health support Telegram group. Make sure you have a picture icon and definitely read the pin post. We're not doctors. We're not mental health experts, but if you do need help, we will be glad to help you find someone that can help you with that expertise in that area. If you need to just talk, you can reach out to myself, to Ian, to Paper, to Belambo. You know, just you need somebody to just listen to or to talk to you, or you know, you have anything with mental health you need to talk to, or you can post something in the group of a saying or anything, which is over there strictly for support.
Yep.
No.
Sure.
And stuff. And we do usually have a show on Thursdays, around 5:36. We usually have a show speaking on mental health. And if you have any questions about streaming, just go to one of our other groups because that's not the group for mental health. I mean, a group for streaming.
Hello,
for
Carl.
mental health only.
Hello, Carl. And yes, I agree with you, Sharon. It's a great group.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great show.
Thank you, Ian. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Phil's informative.
Go ahead, Paper. Yes. Paper, you have anything else you want? You have anything you want to say about the group?
No, we
Or the
just
show?
we just try to catch us on Thursdays. I know like this Thursday we did not have a show. Trying to get ready for today and this weekend. It's our my wife and I's anniversary, and we're heading out of town. So
Happy anniversary.
thank you.
Happy
Happy
anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. So, but next week there will be a show. And it's usually right around 6 o'clock in the evening. So yeah, try to come over and check it out. It's we do have some good fun over there too. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So with that being said, we're going to get ready to wind it down. You have anything you'd like to say, Marcos?
Thank you for having me. Thank you everybody for coming. Have a good morning and afternoon. See you all next time.
Okay. Ian?
Right. Thanks to everybody for tuning up. Without you, Sharon wouldn't have a show without you. And take care of yourselves. And see you on the next one.
Yes. I want to say real quick before I say the next person, make sure you go over there and subscribe to Paper Plates channel so that you can catch our Pieces of Eight, because the Pieces of Eight isn't over here on this channel. It is over on Paper's channel. So,
yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Yes, we forget to mention that every time. Definitely go over there and subscribe to Paper, because that's the channel you will see our Pieces of Eight show on there. So if you haven't seen any of our Pieces of Eight show, that's the channel to watch it on, over there on Paper Plates channel. It was what our mental health shows are on. Technology King.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell everybody to have a safe rest of the morning, great afternoon, and definitely catch all our shows. Support everybody on this panel because you're dealing with a great bunch of people. I'm back now. I haven't been around, but I'm back. I'm going to try to stay in tune, put out good content. And like I said, again, just have a safe one. And see you guys on the next one.
Well said, man.
Okay, Sam.
Thank you for having me. It's been a great show, and thank you to the panel and everyone that came to the show, and thank you to everybody at the side chat for keeping us engaged in the chat. And have a good, safe weekend, and hope to catch you all on the next one. Thank you.
Blamo?
Have a safe weekend. Don't forget to like the channel. Have a great one. Be safe. Take it easy.
Butcher?
Thanks for having me on. Nice to hang out with you guys for a couple hours. Enjoy and to help however I can. As everybody said about the Cocoscope, we've got those. I've got the regular YouTube channel, and just kind of keep in mind that a lot of us that want to show you extra content are having to come up with alternatives, and Cocoscope is one of them right now. And you may want to definitely add those Cocoscope channels to your bookmarks, because like for me, I'm not uploading that much stuff to YouTube because of the the issues that I have with YouTube at times, or the issues they have with me. So I'm able to put it at Cocoscope. So check us all out there. If you guys have anything you want me to help you with, hit me up on my Telegram chat, and I'll do my best. And if anybody wants to join my panel, 5 o'clock today, I'll have a show, so you can hit me up, and I'm willing to have whoever would like to join to share information, share add-ons, share knowledge, because that's what it's about, is sharing what you learn. Thanks for having me.
Okay. And before I call you, Paper, I forgot, and I keep forgetting that right before your show, Next Level Tech usually has a Feel Good Friday show. So make sure if you're ever subscribed, go over there, subscribe to Next Level Tech, and check out his show. Be around 3:30ish, and it'll be right before the Butcher show. So make sure you check out Next Level Tech. Usually have some type of Friday show, so make sure you check that out today as well. Paper?
Yep. Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. And make sure that you like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and to everybody's channels. There's a bunch of them. Always all good information. So and have a safe weekend. And we'll catch you on the next morning show. Was it Tuesday? You gonna do one Tuesday, Sharon?
Oh yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. So we'll see you Tuesday morning. And much love. And be safe. Peace.
Yeah. Peace, everybody.
Yes. Also, okay. Streamer Wizard said he will be doing a show as well. When will you be doing your show, Streamer Wizard?
It's 9 o'clock.
I think it's 1 o'clock. You were time, Sharon, I think.
Okay, it's going to be 1 o'clock. Is it going to be tomorrow?
Today, I think it is.
Okay. Okay. Streamer Wizard has a show coming up as well today.
Yeah.
Okay, today at 1 o'clock. Okay, so Streamer Wizard has a show too. So if you're not already, let me see. Let me look up Streamer Wizard real quick and post him in the chat unless somebody else already has it up. Sorry, Streamer Wizard. Didn't mean to overlook you. Okay, it's 6 o'clock UK time, which is one. Yeah, it is 1 o'clock our time.
Hey, Southern, how you doing?
Okay. So if you're not subscribed to Streamer Wizard, make sure you go over there and subscribe to Streamer Wizard. So you definitely check his show out at 1 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock UK time. So definitely he'll be having a show this evening. So make sure you subscribe to him. And take care of 351 Cleveland.
Take care, man.
Yes.
Yes.
You're welcome. Penn?
Yep. Big shout out to the panel for coming through for today's morning show. Everybody that's watching in the chat. Hope everybody have a safe weekend. And hey, keep on tune with the show. Be in tune for other shows for today, and take care. Peace out.
I'd like to thank everybody for blessing the panel. I'd like to thank Technology King, Marcos, Ian, Penn, The Butcher, Paper Plate, Sim, Blamo, I like to thank the side chat, because without the chat, we wouldn't have a show. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out. If you haven't on your way in, on your way out, make sure you press the like, share, subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you get all the notifications of when we go live here at MS7 Morning Show. And we will see you Tuesday morning on the MS7 Morning Show. And with that being said, have a great and blessed weekend. Peace.
Peace.